It's Commodity Corner. It must be Friday. It's the Bubba Show. I guess that makes me Bubba. Anyways, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Commodity Corner. Today, as we do every Friday, we talk about commodities, and really what we've seen is a rather balanced attack. The market goes down, the dollar goes up, commodities go down. Okay, the dollar goes down, the commodities go up. So what does that tell you? Commodities are basically benchmarked to the U.S. dollar. Now, when we look at the commodity markets, we've talked about this for weeks. The grain markets looks to me that they have finally reached that blowout pattern. We are now building congestion. We had the big blowout to the upside. We're now in congestion because what's going to happen now is they're assessing the damage of the crops. Can they be replaced? Can things be done? But at this point, price-wise, they're probably fairly priced, and I would be more anxious to want to sell than I would want to buy. Now, why is that? Well, just go back and look at a chart of cotton from a couple of years ago. Go back and look at a chart of sugar from a couple of years ago. Look, commodities have a tendency to get way in front of themselves, and then they can only go in one direction. As we've talked about gold, gold continues to be a heavy commodity. It is not a hedge. It is not a replacement for the dollar. It is another commodity. It's having trouble. It is continuing on a downtrend. That's where we're going to continue to trade it. We want to continue to trade it from the short side. Oil. All last week, oil was down. Finally, last Friday, it had a big $4 up move. Bottom line, below $92, we want to be short oil. There's no reason to jump and chase these commodities. You can see what's going on. The overall strength of the U.S. dollar, the overall strength of the Treasury bonds is telling you that there's still some fear. They have taken the place of the volatility index. So what we're looking at is we are looking at still should be what should be a risk-off trade unless you have some good solid patterns in any one of your levels. It doesn't matter. We always shade the pattern no matter what it is. So commodities look to be a little bit weaker. I would expect to see them very nearly reach near-term tops and look for spots to sell. It is Friday. It is time for my predictions. And as last week I thought that we would stay above 13,000 on the Dow, I think this week we're going to close below 13,000. I think we're going to be working in this congestion range. I look for gold to be lower. I look for oil to be lower. And I also look for commodity softs to be lower. For Friday, remember Bubba's Picks, the Bubba Show. We'll talk to you next week. Everybody have a great weekend and enjoy the Olympics and watch us go. Talk to you later. Have a good one.